Hello everybody, mine's the Fireman and welcome back to episode 15 of our Let's Play on Sandy Bay Farm. Right, so today's episode, we have got quite a bit going on actually, to be fair. Right, so we've got the 8400 on the fertilizer spreader. The Massey Ferguson 7726 is seeding. This thing's still in here, this thing's, that's there. We've got a bit of silage making with this girl to do. I've had to re-buy this seeder because the other one won't work. I don't know what it was, but I don't know, and it hasn't fixed. But that seeder would not work with Courseplay at all. It just would not have it, and I've got this guy cultivating this field. So we are going to be making some silage bales to go to the pigs. The pigs. So we're going to do these. Right, let's go at full speed. Right, so I haven't got any other mods to show you. What else? So we're nearly out of money, as you can see. We're on 6,000. The reason is I had to spend 50 something thousand on that seeder, but at least now we've got, I've only got 2 more fields to actually sow, and the rest of the money can go into actually being put into fertilizer. Is the automatic thing on? Yes, it is. No, they won't be silage straight away. They'll actually be counted as hay. So we'll have to pick them up as hay bales, stack them, and then let them ferment. I don't know where we're going to go with them. I might just go put them down at the pigs so we can get so we can be used as mixed rations. But I felt like giving this John Deere a run. I kind of felt like this one's been sat in the shed for the longest. It's been the least used as well. Oh, come on. We're only at 3 miles an hour. Oh, it's just dropping off that bale. Fuck's sake, I had to stop. Fuck's sake, we have to take a run up at it. Right, go. Pick up some speed. Shit, I hit V, I wanted to go in the cab. Right, so we're only maxing out 3 miles an hour here. 2. Oh god. Now I wanted to talk about, there is a game coming out, I don't know when, but it's called Cattle and Crops. Hopefully you've all seen it. And I think it's a game, I think it's another farm game coming out to rival Farm Sim, but it looks very good. It looks real. It looks like the real deal. Oh, for fuck's sake! What shit, John Deere. This John Deere has probably nowhere near enough horsepower to power this thing. Where is it? Okay, on Fusion 3, 107. This thing has 175. Right. Back in the shed. We'll have to get the case out. Maybe this thing wasn't so underpowered. It's like it says it's 175, but it actually kind of feels like it isn't. Right, I think it's buy some new headphones tomorrow. Because they keep glitching out. But anyway, we've had a call off our good friend just down the bottom of the valley there. He said he would like his field topping at some point in the near future. So we are going to be spending some money on a topper near maybe the end of this episode, or maybe even tomorrow we'll buy one, as we've got 23,000 litres of milk ready to be sold. But I don't want to fast forward time until this harvest's in and this field is done. Right, this case should have no problem pulling this up this hill. Excuse me. Look at that, 2 or 3 miles an hour from a standing start. I mean, I could have put it as clamp silage, which I think I might do, but we haven't actually done any round silage bales yet, so I thought, sod it. Or I may just sell these. I may just sell these as a profit. Which I think I may do. I may sell these actually as a profit. Because then that means we'll be able to actually go out and do some proper silage. I mean, we use a loading wagon, but it's silage nonetheless. We've made 3 silage bales. Go. Right, so I think we've done this field at least a couple of times. That Massey Ferguson needs refueling. It's quite low. It's probably one thing I should have done before I set it off. Oh no, 42 litres. It's fine. It should do this field. And this guy is going at a reasonable speed with his little cultivator on the back. We may sell this cultivator. I just wanted to find something to do with that 5640. Now there may be a new tractor coming to the yard at some point to go out and do some other jobs. There may be another slurry tanker coming as well. I'm not going to give too much away, but someone has offered us a new one. Not a newish one. They said they've had it for a couple of years. Well, they've owned it since new, and it was built about 20 years ago, he says. He can't remember the exact date. And they said it's been sat outside, it's pumped. It's done a few thousand acres on the same pump, but other than that it hasn't actually done too much. Is this guy getting near finished? He should be. Yeah, he'll be finished soon. So he says we can have it at a very low discount price of, I can't remember the price he said, but he said a pretty low price, to be fair, for a tanker of its age. But he says it never fails, it never breaks, never fails to pump. So he said he'd be dropping it over next weekish or so. So we need to try and really crack out some money this week. So it'll be next Monday he drops it off. So we've got another week to sort of kill, which I think we're going to do quite happily. Now, I've been doing another Let's Play on Bramshaw Farm. I'm going to record another episode of that a bit later tonight. So this one will be out for tomorrow, which is Tuesday, and Bramshaw will be out for Wednesday. But that does mean one map might get a little bit more neglected, so it might not get the work it needs before the next episode, but we don't know yet. I'm definitely going to spend a couple more hours on this map just to get the seeding underway and sorted out. Or sowing, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, we've had that call about that thing. We've also had an offer for a Ford 4000. Ford 4000. He says it's in it's an okay nick. There isn't too much wrong with it. He said he's been resprayed and it's had a lot of work done to it. But he just doesn't want it anymore. It's not what he's looking for. Now, I said we're kind of full of tractors at the moment. I kind of don't want any more because we've got more than enough. But I'm going to see what happens. It may even just end up here anyway. But I kind of don't want a Ford 4000. We have a Massey Ferguson 698, a 5640. This case a John Deere, a Massey. But what I'm thinking I might do is trade this case out for one of Bullet Bill's Masseys, the very short sloped bonnet one. So we'll have 3 Masseys, 2 John Deeres, and 1 class, which we may swap that. We may swap that class for a New Holland actually as well, because that class is a bit terrible. Not terrible as in the way of it's bad in every single way. Just the fact that it just wobbles when it stops, and there's always a driver in it, which I don't like, to be fair. But yeah, we may swap this entire setup here, this Fusion 2, and that. We may get the class Roland and just a manual wrapper for wrapping them up with. I have a McHale Bale wrapper as well, because I think that other Massey will be too underpowered to power this one. But that means if we get rid of this case, I kind of want another Massey, because I'm actually quite happy with the 7726. It's done everything I've asked of it. It's done. So I think another Massey won't hurt us too much. And that means we'll be able to keep that one sort of over at the beef and cows and bring it over every so often, and we can use it over there for lots of stuff, cleaning out and all that. So it's not a bad idea to have it, but it is quite expensive. It's 117,000 I think they were quoting. But that's brand new, off the shop floor, no hours, no nothing. I think the loader was another... What's the loader? The loader is another 5,400 for it, so plus whatever we need to buy for it. Oh, I may even get rid of the Merlot as well, and we'll just get that Massey and just replace the Merlot with it, as well as these two. Which means if we get rid of the Merlot, that means we'll be able to either have another telehandler of some other make or model, or get another, or not get anything to replace it. We'll just sort of keep a free gap open just in case. So how much is this setup worth altogether? We will sell this at the shop. So this case is 122,000, the Bale's 32,000, the Merlot is 45,000. So there's quite a lot of money sat there. The Massey is, if I can find it. Yep, there we go. Oh, what a good click. Yes, 117,000. It's 120 horsepower. I don't want to go for one of these ones because it's just wasted power. I mean, it's only going to be mucking out and using a feeder and stuff like that. So yeah, I kind of don't want to waste money on them things. So we'll be having to, we're going to have to make a choice. I definitely know this case and this baler are going, because if If we get rid of the case, this baler's got to go. This case is probably the only thing that can power it in the yard. Which means we'll be getting just another bale wrapper. An individual one. Which will be okay because it means I can stack them on the trailer. Offload them with the thing. And then take them up the other side and stack them. But we may not be doing too many silage bales unless I want to sell a load. But once we've got 122,000, I think the combine might go as well. We may have a complete reshuffle of stuff. If that makes any sense. Right, we'll do this side of the field, then we'll work our way to the other side and go from there. Right, drop that bale. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We need to buy a topper as well. I don't know how expensive toppers are. I think they're fairly cheap. Cheapish. But I think we might do this field of hay and then say goodbye to this case and Fusion 2 and maybe even the Merlot. And then we'll have our new Massey joining us. Which a couple of other farmers have demoed around near us, around here. And they said they're pretty good. They are reliable tractors, quite useful. Especially the front, he says the very one with the sloped bonnet is extremely useful for any stacking work it's got to do, because you can see straight across. They are incredibly handy. But I think we may pick up a muck spreader as well. If we sell all of these three items, we may pick up a muck spreader as well. Just to make sure that we'll have some way of actually spreading the muck onto our fields. Yep, way up. Let's just have a look for how much muck spreaders are. Right, so we've got our 3,500 litre one. Nope. That's 8,000. That's 14,000. 14,000 and 8,000. Most likely it'll be this one. The Johnskin. Joe's Skin. Whatever it's fucking called. We'll be using that one. Because it's different to the Marshalls. I may even get the Marshall. But I think, yeah, we'll go for the Marshall one instead. I like the Marshall one. It's a little bit crisper texture. That sounds weird, but... So that means we'll be able to spread muck about. As you can see, we've got 17,000 litres of solid manure in the cows, which wants coming out before we rebed them. And they're not too far off running out of straw either. So I think we'll let them run out of straw and then we'll rebed them. We'll scrape out, rebed them, and then go again. And also, hopefully, it'll be Wednesday next time we record again. But yeah, I think these two are definitely going. We need to get these. We need to get some new tractors in. I reckon the Massey's going to be. It's going to be handy, to say the least, having that other loader tractor that can do something. Because the little Massey we've got to scrape out can do stuff. It can lift bales. We could probably stack with it. We can feed animals with it. We're most definitely going to feed our animals with it more than anything. Scrape out as well. But it may rehome to the pigs and beef, and that other big Massey may come here to run this sort of end of the yard, but I don't know. I'm not going to jump to conclusions with it. I'm going to test that new Massey when we get it. Give it a good test. Make sure it's all within working, and it does what it says on the tin. It can load, it can unload, it can pull trailers, push trailers, which, yeah, you might be like, well, old tractors can do that, but in experience of farm work, I've had tractors that won't even lift their own 3-point up in the air. So, and they claimed that they would. So we're going to give it a brief test, well, a very thorough test, just lifting stuff and feeding stuff. So it's probably going to go on every job that we've got available for it when it arrives. We may even stick it on the seeder for a bit to make sure it can pull that in case the big 7726 goes in for something. At least I know I've got another tractor to back it up with. So I'm basically planning ahead in case something does go wrong with that big Massey. The John Deere's still working fine. The John Deere needs a wash. We definitely need a pressure washer at some point. I think we're going to get a pressure washer once we bought this new Massey, because I kind of want to keep it clean. This baler has made 131 bales. Maybe even a few more. Come on. I've got a sprayer that I would like to buy as well, to replace that fertilizer spinner that we've got. So I think we'll sell that fertilizer spinner, which is in the in-game stuff. You can go. And the sprayer that I would like to buy, I have two of these. I have one of these. I have that one, or I have this one. But I can't remember how small they are. Also, I might go for these two. But yeah, I reckon that one's going to be 120 horsepower. What's this Massey rated at? This newish Massey that we're going to be buying. It is 120. Garage. No, we want to go into sprayers. Sprayers. Not that one. That one. So you don't say. You don't say. You don't say. You do. You require 120. You wouldn't even be able to move that. So we may go for these two, or we might go for that one. I don't know yet. But I don't want to do a spinner anymore. I would like to do sprayers. You might think, oh, it'd be faster just to use a spinner though, but I want to do it so I can put tram lines in the field. So come on, little tractor, pull. Right, now it says 47,000, that's the 5640 that's spinning. Right, one last row, and then we're going to go sell this setup. But what we've got to remember is we've still got to buy a baler and a... well, we may just buy a baler. We might not buy the actual other bit. These might be the only silage bales we make. Oh, it's nearly made 18. It won't make 18. So it's made 17. Right. So these two are going down to the slaughterhouse. The shop in our case. So we'll take these down, and we'll take we'll get the Merlot set up behind them on Follow Me mod. So we'll have someone else to drive it. There we go, that's what we want. We want you. The reason I'm getting rid of this as well is because of the noise. I really have disliked this noise because it's just the in-game one and I thought that's just a bit lazy. Or maybe the scripts weren't out when this thing arrived, but it's going now. It'll probably go for brand new sale because it's got 1.7 hours on it, which is not exactly loads. This thing will probably go for. This thing won't go for that much. It's got 12.5 hours on it. Need 13 hours. That won't go for brand new. Sorry, it will be second hand once sold, but it'll go for very cheap. Yeah, don't slow down then, Milo. Just tank it. Wee. No, I can't. I can just about see his cab, but I can't see them in the mirrors. Right, let's put that animal hood away. Slow freight coming through. Right. So he's still fairly close behind us. I just about saw him in my mirror then. He's actually keeping up with us. He's not. He won't keep up with us exactly because he only does 25 mile an hour. Suppose we could ease off. So he's only technically doing this speed, and he's actually going a little bit quicker than us. And we've driven past the shop. We have driven past the shop. Oh fuck it! I know what we'll do. Right, just to save the interests of actually keep crashing him. Well, my mind thought that we were going to the actual sell point, the grain sell point, which is not true. We're going to turn around on this little bit of green grass here. We're going to do a bit of a U-turn, a bit of a U-ey. Now I took that really long swing for him. He'll probably just spin around and fuck up in a minute. Oh no, here he comes. Wow, this video is nearly 30 minutes long. People saying that I will be doing Sandy Bay, just Bramshaw Farms will be kicking in now and then. I kind of want to have two going again. It was fun doing one, but I kind of got a bit worried that I'd completely play myself out of this map, so I wouldn't want to play it anymore. So every time I came to record it, it would just be a pain in the arse because I would like not put any effort in. I wouldn't do anything off screen because I just wouldn't want to play the map. So I thought if I gave myself another map to play on, that sounds a bit of a crude idea, but that's true. Go then. Come on, you to the chopping block as well. We'll just write off the baler there. There we go, that's how you write off new equipment. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, 252,000. Right. Baling technology, there you are. But Roland, pick that up. With the... I don't know whether to have. Yeah, we'll do it black though, because they look a bit more British when they do them in the black. I haven't actually seen what these look like in the flesh, so I'm kind of just buying them to have a bit of a wee look. That actually looks okay, but I reckon it's a bit too small for this map, so we'll flog it. Right, let's buy the tractor before we run out of money. Come on. Right, that leaves us with 40,000, so let's pick up the loader. Massive agricultural loader. Right, 35,000. We may just afford this. Yes, right. There we go, all bought. So, here is our Massey Ferguson 5712. Come on. Right, so let's put this on the front. Like that. Ooh, that looks nice. Let's just fold the front links up. What button is it to fold? Front links is X. I have to remember the controls then. As I see, you can open that door, the roof, the back window, which is that handle there. So it's quite a nice tractor. And bollocks, you can't shut that door. Oh yes, you can. So it's quite nice. What do we want to take first? We need to get out and lower them link arms again. So I think we'll reset the baler and the bale wrap, but we'll most definitely take this stuff back on the tractor. But we'll do that. I may do this off screen, but anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like down below if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more today, and I shall see all of you in the next video. Happy farming. Bye bye.